It's that time again! Thanks for tuning in! I'm your host, the Joker. Harley! Harley! You see? Let's get to know our legendary contestants.
Welcome to DCUO Legends Spotlight. My name is Jemmy and today's video is all about one of Batman's arch nemesis, Bane. Despite his size, Bane is very intelligent and even known to be a tactical genius. He is also a world-class fighter, which he learned from his youth from various criminals. Bane was born into a prisoner's life as his mother gave birth to him within the prison walls of Pena Duro in Santa Prisca for his father's life sentence. He was chosen to be a test subject for the then mysterious drug Venom, which he was the only survivor at the time. With his enhanced body, due to the injected venom, he escaped from Penaduro and headed for Gotham, where his curiosity from the many stories he heard of the famed Bat drew to him. Since we know more about Bane's past now, let's see what he can do in-game. Bane's movement type within the arena is acrobatics, where he skips, rolls, somersaults, glides, and zips through the air quite flawlessly for a guy with bulging muscles. For his weapon choice, he uses brawling within the arena. I believe it is the full range for the actual brawling weapon that you would see just normally in the game. If there is any kind of differences, it would be minor, maybe towards like the animation part. The first skill on Bane's loadout is called Ground Slam, where he slams the ground in his venom-enhanced state, damaging and knocking back his enemy. This skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. In group fights, Ground Slam is especially effective since it is a 360-degree AoE around Bane. It damages and knocks back all enemies surrounding him. For Battle Roar, Bane bellows a mighty roar that damages and pushes back his enemies. This skill is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. And for the time or duration your enemy is blocking, they will take reduced damage. Also keep in mind that Battle Roar is vulnerable to lunges, so choose optimal moments to use this skill. Battle Roar is also a Conus AoE, and all enemies in front of him will take damage and be knocked back. The next skill is called Seismic Slam. As Bane pulls a boulder out of thin air, you have the choice to slam it right on top of your target or throw it. Upon impact, it damages your enemies and deals a split-second stun. Literally, it's like a split second, there's really nothing you could do about it. Now, it is safe to use against blocking targets, however, of course, the stunning effect will not apply even though that name stun goes up. But then again, it is for like a split second, so I guess it really doesn't even matter on that part. In group fights, Seismic Slam is an AoE of sorts, but keep in mind that it is an AoE on impact. So if you decide to hold the boulder and slam it down on top of your enemies, then all the enemies around the impact area will be affected and take damage. Now if you decide to pull it out and throw it, it will be registering the damage to the first impact. So as you see here, the purple ad was in the way and that's where the AoE effect landed, but no other ads were near the purple ad, so hence no one took damage except for that one. Now we tried it again, and as you see here, the white goon over there as well as Two-Face both took damage on that. So just keep that in mind when you're using Seismic Slam. The fourth skill on Bane's loadout is called Crushing Lunge, where Bane lunges his enemies while knocking them down and dealing damage. Unlike a normal lunge, Crushing Lunge is safe to use against blocking targets, however the knockback effect will not apply. Now the thing about Crushing Lunge is that on the tooltip in-game it says that Crushing Lunge is a block breaker. However, from the time that I was testing it out, it didn't seem that Crushing Lunge was doing any kind of block breaking. I don't know if it was just that day that I was playing, maybe there was a glitch, or maybe there's just a typo in the tooltip. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're playing. Crushing Lunge is also a Conus AoE in front of Bane, damaging and knocking down all enemies in front of him. Bane does also come with a supercharge, and it is called Venom Up. It is a 50% supercharge, so with a 100% bar, you could essentially use this supercharge twice. It gives a burst heal to Bane as well as a buff to himself that increases precision and critical hit damage range. It also increases Bane's size, but I more so think that this is just a, cosmetic feel to go along with Bane's character. The last skill on Bane's loadout is called Venom Clap, where Bane claps his hands to inflict initial damage, as well as it would be kind of like a venom poison dot of sorts. For the amount of damage it's doing, the duration is quite generous for that. This skill is also safe to use against blocking targets, however, the damage will be reduced for the duration of the time that they're holding the block. Venom Clap is also an AoE, affecting all enemies, dealing that initial damage as well as that dot damage. And so that is a wrap for Bane, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and just learning a little bit more about Bane, maybe before you purchase him, or if you already have him, just to kind of brush off on those skills here. In case you missed the last Legend Spotlight, I'll go ahead and leave that easy link right here in the center for you. If you would like to stay updated with the latest videos as soon as we upload them, please go ahead and subscribe with the link on top. I do also have a new vlog channel where you can get to know a little bit more about Jemmy behind these videos with the link right below. You can also find me on other forms of social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and much more with all the convenient links listed in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!